Hey guys, welcome to The Strong Young Man. Most people underestimate the value of a good night's sleep. Common adages are that sleep is for the weak, or I'll sleep when I'm dead. Sure, you can sleep when you're dead, but if you don't sleep, you'll die a hell of a lot more sooner. This is why I want you to cultivate good sleep hygiene, so you can prolong your life and prevent future health complications. A good night's sleep is a key ingredient to health, as the body does most of its healing during sleep. Good sleep hygiene can improve physical and mental performance, improve immunity, increase productivity, and aid recovery, and it doesn't cost a thing. Sleep is also protective against many diseases such as obesity, diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's, and dementia. Poor sleeping habits will age you faster, make you more susceptible to illness, throw your hormones out of balance, reduce your overall energy, and negatively affect your computational power. In fact, the World Health Organization, through the International Agency for Research on Cancer, has labelled shift work a type 2A carcinogen, which means that it's probably carcinogenic to humans. The reason that sleep is so important is that it removes the beta amyloid plaques, the brain's metabolic waste, which is accumulated from brain function throughout the day. The more you use your brain, the more you need restorative sleep. Sleep has 4 distinct stages. Stage 1, relaxation. Stage 2, light sleep. Stage 3, deep sleep. Hormonal and cellular repair happen here. Stage 4, rapid eye movement or REM sleep. Cerebral repair happens here. All of these stages are important, but the most important stages are deep sleep and REM sleep. In the first few hours of sleep, the body will prioritise spending more time in deep sleep and less time in REM sleep. But as the night goes on, the body will switch to prioritising REM sleep. These findings are consistent with the idea that REM sleep is biologically necessary. Research has shown that when humans are exposed to long-term sleep deprivation, the body will increasingly prioritise REM sleep, which is crucial for memory and learning, over deep sleep, which is crucial for growth and repair. This results in reduced ability for the body to secrete hormones that enable the body to recover, such as growth hormone and testosterone. This can have cascading health implications if this is allowed to go on for a long period of time. If you're under 22, then this could also stunt your growth, provided you have active growth plates. Duration is not the most important factor. 8 hours of sleep can still mean you wake up feeling absolutely wrecked. The ability to feel rejuvenated in the morning is proportional to the time spent in the deep stages of sleep. Increasing the total duration spent in stages 3 and 4 will provide you with the most rejuvenating sleep. Today I'm going to show you how to do this, so you can get the most out of your sleep, whether it's 8 hours, 5 hours, or anything in between. Your new sleeping methods will be better for your health and well-being. It will rejuvenate your immune, skeletal, and muscular systems, as well as maximising brain function. This will set you up for maximum productivity and strength for the next day. Here's what you need to do to achieve a rejuvenating sleep. Number 1, blue light. Get a good dose of blue light first thing in the morning. Sunlight is the only natural and best form of blue light. It helps to regulate circadian rhythm and ensures optimal release of hormones. Too little sunlight exposure throughout the day will negatively affect your ability to sleep well. I recommend getting into the habit of performing a morning routine, which includes a minimum of 30 minutes of sunlight exposure to hold yourself accountable. It doesn't necessarily have to be full body exposure. The eyes are actually the most important organs to expose to sunlight. The eyes are the most direct way for sunlight to wake up the brain. Another benefit of sunlight exposure is the vitamin D that the body produces in reaction to sunlight. If deficient in this powerful hormone, you will experience excessive daytime sleepiness. I supplement my diet with 15,000 IUs of vitamin D3 daily in winter. Another thing to consider is that you must eliminate artificial blue light exposure after the sun goes down. Blue light in the hours leading up to bed will mean that it takes longer to get to sleep, as well as having shorter amounts of stage 3 and 4 sleep, the restorative kind of sleep. This will mean that even if you are getting the same duration of sleep, you'll feel more tired than someone who has had more stage 3 and 4 sleep. If you must use electronic devices that emit blue light in the hours before you sleep, enable the blue light blocking feature available on your computer and phone to filter out the blue light. If your computer's software doesn't have this feature, then there are several applications out there that will filter out the blue light. Automatically set them to come on as the sun goes down and you will have no issues getting to sleep. Alternatively, you can wear blue light blocking glasses to filter out the blue light. Finally, when time comes for you to go to sleep, you must completely black out your room. Research has indicated that your skin can actually sense when a light is on, even when your eyes are shut. You need to completely black out your room. That means not even the alarm clock should be visible. This alarm clock comes with a feature that enables it to only come on for 5 seconds at a time, only when it senses noise or vibration. I bought this from Amazon for $27. I'll post the link in the description. Number 2, temperature. Make sure your environment is cold. Your body begins to drop in temperature right before you fall asleep. During sleep, your core temperature is reduced by 1 to 2 degrees to conserve energy. Sleeping in a cold room will help you drop to that level faster, which will enable you to fall asleep quicker. Sleeping in a cold environment has also been shown to increase the time spent in deep sleep. You should be aiming to have the room temperature between 16 to 20 degrees Celsius. This means absolutely no hot water bottles or electric blankets. These are terrible for your sleep. While they may help you fall asleep faster, you won't hit the same levels of deep sleep. Use a combination of air conditioning, fans, open windows, and cooling pads to achieve the perfect temperature. Cooling pads are a revolutionary item you must have if you're going to get a good night's sleep. If you don't have a fan or air conditioning, make sure you get yourself some cooling pads. You should start by setting your temperature to 20 degrees Celsius and experiment with different temperatures until you find your sweet spot. If you don't have cooling pads, engaging in passive body heating has been demonstrated to aid in deep sleep for selected individuals, especially ones suffering from insomnia. Having a hot shower, sauna, or bath about an hour before bed has been demonstrated to increase time spent in deep sleep by about 10%. Having a hot shower will warm your body up so that it's forced to cool itself. After 1 hour, your body's core temperature drops below what it was just before the shower, and this will help you get to sleep faster and spend more time in deep sleep. Number 3, timing. Go to bed when you prefer to sleep. Most people have a preference. You're a morning person or an evening person or somewhere in the middle. Are you a morning lark or a night owl? This is genetically predetermined. We don't get a say in this. This is known as your chronotype. A person's chronotype is the propensity for the individual to sleep at a particular time during a 24-hour period. Humans have been genetically programmed over millennia to have varying thresholds for sleep-wake cycles. In the Paleolithic era, the night owls of the tribe stayed up late to protect morning larks from nocturnal threats. The favour was repaid to the night owls by the morning larks when they awoke. Also understand that across development, there are changes to your preferred sleep-wake timing. Prepubescent children prefer an advanced sleep period, adolescents preferring a delayed sleep period, and many elderly preferring an advanced sleep period. This is mainly due to the change in the nightly schedule of melatonin release, which becomes delayed during adolescence. You should be able to determine your genetic chronotype from your sleeping pattern on holidays. With no commitments, you will move to sleeping at the time that your body prefers to sleep. If you still don't know, then you can discover your chronotype by completing the Munich Chronotype questionnaire linked in the description. You should aim to sleep in sync with your genetic chronotype. Number 4, eat healthy. Yet another benefit of eating healthy is that you'll get a better sleep. Eating a lot of processed carbohydrates will cause hormonal imbalances that negatively affect your sleep. This is especially the case when eating a large meal right before bed. Personally, I've found that eating a large meal right before bed, consisting of processed carbohydrates, results in a more fragmented sleep session with increased waking events. Basically, this means that your body wakes up more frequently during the night, minimising the time spent in deep sleep and REM sleep, and more time spent transitioning. What you see on the left here is my normal baseline sleeping pattern. On the right-hand side is one of my sleeping experiments where I consumed a whole block of chocolate 1 hour before bed. Look at the difference. Eating processed foods will also affect the mineral absorption from the healthy foods that you eat. Magnesium, potassium, and vitamin D are key nutrients that play a role in ensuring you get a good sleep. Number 5, air quality. Air quality plays a massive role in sleeping well. Indoor air that doesn't flow becomes stale, while outdoor air that flows always remains fresh. Something as simple as leaving a door or window open will fill the house and bedroom with fresh air for the night. In addition to this, the use of fans or air conditioning will help to keep the air moving. This helps to re-energise the air that you're breathing. The reason that stagnant air becomes stale is because it loses negative charge. An air ionizer can help to restore the negative charge in the air, which will create air quality that resembles cold mountain air, air near rivers, the beach, or waterfalls. Air ionizers make the air more energizing by providing free electrons to oxidize odors, fungi, mold, parasites, and toxic chemical gases. Negative ions also bind to dust, pollen, cigarette smoke, and pet dander, which make the particles fall to the ground to enable them to be vacuumed up and removed from your home. Another way the air quality can be improved is by growing a jungle of indoor plants. I love rubber plants, also known as Ficus elastica robusta, and snake plants, also known as Dracaena trifasciata. These are great options for a low-maintenance indoor plant. Whatever plant you choose, they help the air quality by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Finally, you can improve the air quality by diffusing essential oils to help your body get into that restful state. Certain oils are better than others at relaxing you and inciting sleep. Essential oils that induce sleep, improve recovery, and help with breathing are kept in my bedroom, and essential oils that promote vitality and boost energy are kept in my living room. Remember to store oils away from direct sunlight. Number 6. Breathe. Make sure you're breathing through your nose. Mouth breathing is responsible for most respiratory conditions, including asthma, coughing, wheezing, and breathlessness. Breathing through the mouth during sleep will result in snoring, sleep apnea, and insomnia, which will all disrupt your sleep. Learn to breathe through your nose by whatever means necessary. More details on this can be found in episode 17. Number 7. Sleeping position. You must sleep on your side to maximise the clearance of the beta amyloid plaques that build up throughout the day. Sleeping on your back will cause breathing disturbances that affect sleep quality. Sleeping on your front will cause neck and lower back pain. Sleeping on your side with a neutral spine will prevent breathing issues, clear the metabolic waste from the previous day, and enable maximal muscle recovery. Number 8. Avoid sleep disruptors. Caffeine is the most widely used stimulant. Understand that caffeine has a half-life of approximately 3 to 7 hours, depending on the individual and how fast the body metabolizes it. This means that if taken late in the day, it can disrupt your sleep. Coffee consumed after 6 p.m. should be decaffeinated. Black tea contains less caffeine than coffee, but can still affect your sleep. After 6 p.m, you should limit yourself to green tea, herbal tea, and red tea to minimise sleep disturbances. If you find the high consumption of caffeinated beverages consumed before 6 p.m. is disrupting your sleep, then you may be one of the individuals that takes approximately 7 hours to metabolise caffeine. If you are this individual, then you should implement a caffeine curfew of 2 p.m. Alcohol consumption is another sleep disruptor that you should avoid if you want to get a deep restorative sleep. Alcohol is a sedative, but sedation is not sleep. Alcohol will help to relax your muscles, which will help your body enter a light sleep with greater ease. However, alcohol inhibits the body's ability to enter the deeper, more restorative stages of sleep, especially REM sleep. In addition, alcohol relaxes the muscles at the back of the throat, which can result in excessive snoring, sleep apnea, and waking during the night. Again, this will prevent you from getting that deep restorative sleep that is responsible for leaving you feeling great the next day. Using all these techniques will ensure that you optimize the time that you allocate to sleep. Power naps. Power naps are one of my favourite things to do. Nothing recharges me quicker than a 30-minute power nap to bridge me through to the second half of the day. Whether it's a nap after being in the sun or a nap after reading a book, there is no shame in having a nap. What is shameful about having a 30-minute nap at 2:30 so that instead of operating at 60%, you operate at 100% for the rest of the day? Sacrificing 30 minutes is well worth the investment, and it's a smart use of sleep to maximise your productivity. There is a lot of evidence to support that humans were biphasic sleepers, sleeping during the night when dark and also sleeping at the hottest time of the day, the mid-afternoon. Mediterranean countries that have a culture of midday naps, or siestas, have a higher life expectancy, perhaps not totally coincidentally. Be careful to nap smart. Napping for longer than 30 minutes will put you into a state of deep sleep, which may leave you feeling more groggy and tired when you wake up. This is known as sleep inertia. For 30-minute power naps, use a binaural beats track to help you to fall asleep fast, but not fall into a deep state of sleep. I've linked a theta wave binaural beats track in the description for your convenience. If looking for a binaural beat track, make sure to select the correct frequency for the desired outcome. Theta waves are most suitable for power naps. When listening to a binaural beat, the beat that the person hears is the difference between the frequencies of the beat heard in the left ear to the beat heard in the right ear. By using binaural beats, especially with noise-cancelling earphones, you can train your brain to transition into a particular sleep state without going into that deeper stage, which will leave you feeling groggy. Make sure you expose yourself to 5 minutes of sunlight when you wake up to prime your body for the rest of the day. If all of this sounds appealing to you, and sleep is something that you are serious about, then a sleep tracker is one of the best investments that you can make. Watches, bands, and rings are okay, but they have all consistently demonstrated that they are only about 50 to 60% accurate when compared to an electroencephalogram or EEG. I use the Dream 2, which has been shown to be between 80 to 90% accurate. With 6 sensors all on the head, it can track your brainwaves directly and hence more accurate data can be extracted. It's a medical grade EEG device, not an ornamental sleep tracker that is only 50% accurate. Despite looking like a science experiment, it's comfy to wear and you get used to it. This is not a sponsored video, so trust me when I say that it's worth it if you are serious about sleep. Its main attraction is sleep tracking, which can provide you with useful data on your sleeping position, heart rate, how much time spent in each stage, overall sleeping performance, as well as how recharged you are, so you can best assess what you want to achieve for the day, whether you need to have a power nap later on, or whether just to take it easy in general. Over the last 6 months, I've experimented with different conditions such as temperature, humidity, clothing, caffeine cutoff times, etc., and assessed my sleep performance to determine what works best for me. Another benefit to this device is that it has a sleep enhancement feature, which enables you to transition from a light phase of sleep into a deep stage of sleep faster and for longer. The pink dots represent the pink noise sleep enhancement stimulations during deep sleep. With this feature enabled, I can get up to 2 hours of deep sleep per night, as opposed to 90 minutes of deep sleep without it enabled. The total sleep duration does not mean nearly as much for health as the total time spent in deep and REM sleep, which correlates to how you feel the next day. Over the last year, I have supercharged my sleep. Most days I wake up just before my alarm, feeling fully recharged with only about 6 hours of sleep. Sleep is the great force multiplier. It will multiply the results that you get from the food that you eat and the exercise that you do, if you allow it to. Everything in this episode is the total plan to sleeping smarter. You will benefit greatly from including only a few of these habits in your routine. If you're trying to practice everything in this regime, make sure you implement these changes slowly and over time. Implementing all of these habits at once may become too overwhelming. Change should be done in stages, as reforming too much at once can be chaotic and can derail you entirely, which will leave you less attracted to the entire concept of self-improvement. Pick the easiest practice, or the one that appeals to you the most, and implement that until it becomes a solidified part of your routine. It should take approximately 12 months to revolutionise your sleep. The slow and steady journey will be worth it 1 year from now. Thanks for watching today's episode. In episode 61, I'll talk about why equality of outcome is pure evil. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when it drops. Catch you then.